Before we get started, I would like to say that every project has its own journey. In this timeline, I will explain the important events and progress of our project, including the planning stage, discussions, and challenges, and also how we move forward as a team. This timeline shows the early planning process of our project. In between week 2 and week 3, our lecturer briefed us on assignment 1 and explained the project requirements. On 23rd of April, our group was officially formed and we started to discussing our ideas and responsibilities. We initially planned to conduct the site visit during the mid-semester break so that everyone would be available. We proposed site visiting at Yusof.co in Putra Heights. We discussed several alternatives, including meeting in Kuala Lumpur and staying at a nearby hotel to save time. Unfortunately, since our team members were staying in a different states, we faced transportation and accommodation challenges. As a result, the proposed site visit had to be cancelled, and we continue exploring other suitable alternatives for our assignments, which Eco Shop and Pantai Timur Supermarket. While on 10th of May,
I researched the human resources contacts for both companies and shared the information with my group through our WhatsApp group. I informed them that the HR representative at PT was Malay, while the HR representative at Eco was Chinese. After discussing the communication aspect, we agreed to choose PT because it would be easier to communicate and conduct the interview.
on 4th of June, Ani Sofia contacted her sister who works at Kekayu Interior to obtain the HR contact. This helped us establish our first connection with the company and prepare for the interview process.
On 10th June 2026, Raja Nurin prepared the interview question while Anis Sofia contacted the HR of Pantai Timur Supermarket. However, due to scheduling conflict, we were unable to arrange the interview and had to cancel it. After that, Anis Sofia suggested new contact, including a CEO from a law firm and an administrative and designer from Kekayu Interior to help us move forward.
On 16 June 2026, we started preparing for our assignment. Raja created a Google Docs file so that everyone could work on the report together at the same time. After that, we divided the interview question according to each section and discussed who would be asking which question during the interview to make sure everything went smoothly. On the same day, Ani Sofia contacted her sister to ask when she would be available for the interview. Initially, she agreed to be interviewed that night after Isha prayers. However, due to unforeseen circumstances, the interview schedule had to be changed to the next day at 11 a.m. Everyone agreed with the new schedule and adjust their plans accordingly.
Anis Sofia's sister faced a work-related issue. Fortunately, she introduced us to another representative from Kekayu Interior, and we successfully proceeded with the interview.
On 19 June 2026, our group reviewed our assignment. That we were still confused about the required number of issues. At that time, we had only identified one issue. To clarify this, Arisha asked our group to gather at the canteen to discuss about our concern about this assignment, and then consult with the lecturer. Then Arisha informed into the group to obtain additional information without taking up the interviewee's time. for another Google Meet session. Hi, suggest voiceover with Mr. Ijat. I'm Sophia. I as intermediary during the discussion. After we obtain additional information, Annie Sophia share updates to the group. And we divided the remaining work according to each issue before completing the report.
On 23rd of June, Raja Nurin and Anis Humaira decided to consult Dr. Hasni Zawati during the class to clarify about the project guidelines. Due to incomplete guidelines, the submission deadline was extended.
On 24 June 2036, our lecturer, Dr. Hasni Zawati, informed us through the WhatsApp group that there was an additional requirement that needed to be included in the assignment. At the same time, the submission deadline was extended until 26 June 2036 at 12 p.m.
By 25 June, our report had been complete. On 26 June, Raja and I carried out the final review to ensure everything was accurate and met the assignment requirements. After that, Anis Humaira converted the report into PDF format, while Anis Sophia and Farah printed and submit the final report before the deadline. As the group leader, my role was to coordinate the group, divide tasks fairly, monitor our progress, and make sure we made every deadline. I guided the team by organizing discussion, updating members through WhatsApp, and checking our progress in Google Docs. One example of my leadership was deciding which company to interview. I researched the HR contacts for both BT and ECO and shared the information with the group through WhatsApp. After discussing the communication aspect, we agreed to choose PT because it would be easier to communicate during the interview. When our interview schedule changed due to the interviewee's availability, I kept everyone updated and ensured the group stayed prepared. We were also confused about the assignment's guidelines, so I encouraged the team to consult the lecturer with me. After receiving the update requirements, I made sure everyone understood the change and complete their parts. Finally, before submission, I worked with Raja to do the final checking of the report to ensure everything was complete, accurate, and ready to submit on time.
Let's talk about teamwork. Our team worked closely throughout the project by communicating regularly and sharing ideas. We divided the tasks fairly according to each member's strength and support each other whenever needed. Through good cooperation and teamwork, we were able to complete our work effectively despite facing some challenges.
During the assignment, our group faced several challenges. First of all, we had a very busy schedule with classes, tasks, and other assignments, so it will be difficult to find a suitable time for meeting and the interview. Second, some company unavailable due to their own commitment. For example, on the interview had to cancel because the HR mother was sick, while other company could not proceed because of internal issue. Third, we face transportation difficulty, especially when trying to visit company located far from our campus. We also consider conducting an interview in Kuala Lumpur, but the transportation cost was too expensive for our student budget. Lastly, we misunderstanding the assignment guideline at the beginning. We only focus on one issue instead of four, but after reviewing the requirement, we contacted our work and completed the assignment properly.
To overcome these issues, everyone had busy schedule with classes, tests, and other assignments, we discussed our availability in the group chat and arranged meetings at times that were convenient for everyone. When some companies were unable to participate in the interview due to their circumstance, we respect their situation and immediately look for other alternatives. We contact another company that was willing to cooperate, allowing us to continue their interview without delaying our progress. To solve the transportation issue, we decided to interview a company that was closer to our campus instead traveling to Kuala Lumpur. This helped us save both time and transportation costs while still enabling us to collect the information we needed.
Lastly, I want to talk about the key lesson learned. From this assignment, we learned that completing a successful group project requires more than just finishing the task. It is important to plan carefully, double-check the assignment requirements, and be willing to adapt when unexpected situations arise. This lesson will help us to manage future projects more effectively and avoid similar mistakes.